Good evening, Mrs. Isaacs, Dr. Parmar, Mrs. Roberts, faculty advisors, members of the Secretariat, and delegates. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to the closing ceremony of the 25th Annual Cathedral Model United Nations. CMON 2021 was a whirlwind of intense debate, strategizing, dramatic crises, political professionalism, detailed paperwork, and unparalleled enthusiasm and hard work. After the months of effort that went into this event, I was thoroughly impressed by the resilience, creativity, receptiveness, and improvement of all the students involved over the course of the 3 days of the conference. For those of you who are eager to know how the revolutions that we had in each of our committees played out, here goes. Starting with our specialized agencies. The Historic Security Council opened with an escalation of the tense situation in the Philippines, with the Hukbalahap rebels shooting multiple civilians and the United States being exposed for framing a Huk for murder, causing great indignation and resulting in the Philippines falling into the Huk insurgency. The conclave on the Great Italian Wars 1519 witnessed varying crises, ranging from discovering an unknown spy network infiltrating the courts of European kings and queens to a bloody battle fought between the Protestants and papal forces. Simultaneously, delegates constantly plotted to conquer Italian city-states. An armed rebellion of peasants, the spread of a plague, and the betrayal of various dynamos took place at Sengoku Jidai, the Confederation of Clans, leading to the spark of a civil war between the Oda clan and the Azai Asakura forces, with the massacre of thousands of civilians, following which an intra-clan war for control over Japan broke out. However, delegates managed to face these crises and formed one unified Japan under a newly elected emperor. The International Press Corps deliberated the projection and representation in the media about various issues including the spread of a new strain of the coronavirus, an internal struggle between refugees, and the prevalent issue of Islamophobia across governments. Now, on to our regional bodies. The United States Senate passionately debated police reform, the role of unions, and the causes of police brutality, all while dealing with a riot on the Capitol Hill, the murder of their vice president, and the return of former President Trump. The delegates rose to the occasion by passing a bipartisan bill at the end of committee, supported by an overwhelming majority of senators. The cannibal president of Liberia, Charles Taylor, along with his arch-enemy leader of the rebel group LERD, Sekou Kone, entered the special session on the Liberian Civil War 2002 and tore each other apart with their powerful speeches, leading to heated discussion amongst the members of committee. The League of Latin American Nations managed to effectively deal with a hostage situation with multiple drug cartel leaders invading the committee and a new artificial virus being released, all while discussing the possibility of the legalization on drugs. Over in our General Assemblies, the Emergency Assembly of the former United Nations 2045 discussed the geopolitical and economic turmoil caused by the dissolution of the United Nations, before moving into crisis due to the flooding of Western Europe caused by a rogue hydrogen bomb. New alliances were forged and old ones destroyed as delegates navigated through the almost never-ending perils of the dystopian future. The Global Summit on the Economic Crisis 1930 experienced substantial debate on the Great Depression, and they made its way towards economic wars taking place between Ireland and the United Kingdom because of the UK's actions as a colonizer. Unrest escalated when the Smoot-Hawley Act and Prohibition were abandoned by the United States of America, and delegates explored what it would be like to save what was left of their economies. The Convention on Ethical Regulations for Cyber Entities experienced an unprecedented series of crises, where delegates were compelled to unlearn previous policies and adapt to new regulations set. Fortunately, they were able to solve these crises successfully by deciphering highly encrypted binary, Morse, and octal codes. CMON's unconventional yet time-honored night crisis took place at midnight on Friday, with delegates from our 4 specialized agencies being given onerous yet thrilling challenges to overcome. The Historic Security Council had co-delegates of the committee split into 2 rooms, following which one was taken under siege by the Hukbalahap rebel group. Co-delegates could not communicate with each other and were forced to negotiate for their lives, which ended with the USA having to concede their veto power and the Japanese delegates being killed on the UN premises. In the conclave on the Great Italian Wars 1519, as the princes and kings of Europe arranged matrimonial alliances, a maiden claiming to be Pope Leo X's wife barged into committee, accusing the Pope of confining her to what she metaphorically described as a Vatican prison, and pointing out the flaws in Roman Catholicism. In Sengoku Jidai, the Confederation of Clans, with numerate daimyos betraying the Oda clan, the committee split into 2 factions functioning as a joint crisis committee, leading to the Battle of Owari. The two factions fought each other with rockets, kidnappings, and heated negotiations as they conquered each other's territory, causing the ruin of the once mighty Oda clan. A highly caffeinated international press corps battled a time-sensitive hostage predicament orchestrated by the formidable Taliban, only to end up causing the murder of their colleagues, consequently catapulting a third of the press corps into unemployment. Through all these adrenaline-inciting incidents, our brilliant and passionate delegates did not lose sight of the bigger picture and the agendas they came with. They worked tirelessly through each conflict and resolved it to the best of their abilities, exceeding our expectations. I feel so fortunate to have had the opportunity to work with them. I would now like to invite our Deputy Secretary General, Namay Modi, to say a few words.
Thank you, Ashita. Good evening, Mrs. Isaacs, Dr. Parmar, Mrs. Roberts, teachers, faculty advisors, and delegates. I must confess, I spent too long deciding what to speak to you about today. I began by considering those topics that I'm expected to speak about: the significance of MUNs in this fractured world, instances of how the United Nations falls short of its promises, or some new phrase I could add to your vocabulary today. However, in the end, I realized the most appropriate way to approach this speech would be the same way I wrote every other speech at the MUNs I participated in. I will spare you any excessively flowery language, get my point across concisely, and hopefully make this seemingly torturous wait for awards worthwhile. That leads me to what I actually wish to speak to you about: change. A simple yet powerful word. I'm certain you must all be familiar with the phrase, change is the only constant. And to an extent, I agree. I don't believe it is the only constant in this world, but it is definitely constant. We have millions of years of evolution to support this statement, working our way up from the discovery of fire to basic stone tools, which eventually enabled our species to settle down and grow our food instead of merely hunting for it. Centuries later, we witness entire empires being born, expanded, and eventually raised. Even today, as I give this speech right now, the world around us goes on, changing for better or worse. I will not argue the inevitability of change, but instead, I want you to consider another question: why? As we established by my extremely thorough crash course on world history a few moments ago, our surroundings are constantly changing. And I want to ask you, why? Before you write me off as too philosophical or even downright bored, I assure you it is a relevant question. After contemplating this myself and conveniently ignoring any scientific arguments regarding the same, I arrived at my conclusion. The change driven by our species is not just the product of evolution. It lies in humanity's unyielding desire to keep persevering. Over the course of this weekend, I had the privilege to spectate the committees your EVs work so tirelessly to bring to you. Now, I won't entertain the cliche of seeing the world leaders of the future. I've heard this remark too often and believe it's not only misleading, but also just untrue. Instead, I saw individuals who, regardless of what they do in the future, or whether they even lead or not, are simply not afraid to make themselves heard. They passionately represent the interests of parties they might not even agree with, just because they have something to contribute and are willing to share it. The only way to dominate change is by influencing it yourself, instead of letting it dictate your circumstances. It is foolish to refrain from speaking when given the opportunity, only to then condemn the decisions being made around you. That is yet another lesson I learned at MUNs, and I'm proud to say was not the case for those of you here today. Lastly, I would like to speak about the awards that are going to be announced soon. It's a situation I find myself in quite often and eagerly awaiting for the speakers to wrap up, which is why I feel obligated to say this to you. Don't decide whether your weekend was worthwhile based on the announcements that follow. Because if you only came here to add another achievement to your record, then I'm sorry to say, you misunderstand what we're trying to achieve here. These last 3 days of August, you've had the opportunity to not only meet, but also learn from people all over the country. Now, regardless of whether you return with an award, I strongly advise all of you, recollect your experiences, identify your faults, acknowledge those who are better than you in an attempt to move forward and outdo them someday. It is this desire to improve that I pride myself on the most and hope to incorporate in you today. I have cherished the opportunities provided to me by this club and owe my confidence to even speak to you today to the teachers and seniors that put their faith in me 5 years ago. As a member of the organizing committee of CMON last year, I, alongside Saisha Saxena, Vedika Bajpai, and Avni Butts, some of my fellow directors this year, witnessed and learned the meticulous planning, coordination, creativity, commitment, and coffee it requires to organize an event of this magnitude. As with every CMON, the memories I shared with them remain some of the best ones of my life. Lastly, delegates, it has been an honor to be the Deputy Secretary General at CMON 2021, and I wish all of you the best for the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Namay. As this monumental conference draws to a close, there are a host of people whose invaluable contribution towards its success cannot go unappreciated. First and foremost, a big thank you to our Dean, Mrs. Isaacs, our Vice Principal, Dr. Parmar, and our Headmistress, Mrs. Roberts, for their unwavering support, faith, and encouragement. Were it not for their patience, guidance, and confidence in us, this event would not have been possible. I cannot begin to express my gratitude towards our faculty advisors and CMON coordinators, Mrs. A. Shah and Mrs. Martins, and our symposium teachers, Mrs. Nair, Ms. Montero, and Mrs. Justin, for their tireless effort and for guiding us every step of this way. They have been so selflessly involved in CMON for so many years. Our 25th anniversary celebration is theirs as much as it is ours. I would also like to appreciate all our school teachers who took the time out of their weekend to supervise and help us. Next, I would like to acknowledge a very special group of individuals. All the Secretaries General and Deputy Secretaries General of CMON from the last 25 years. They all took the time this year to dig out pictures and record videos talking about their CMONic memories, which they have been able to share on our social media pages, allowing all of us to experience the everlasting essence of CMON. Not only do these individuals represent CMON's rich history, they embody the spirit of the conference and will thus always be a part of its future. Coming to our extremely dedicated and hardworking Secretariat, students who have run this conference and not only carried out their responsibilities but gone above and beyond, taking initiative, working as a team, and doing all they can to make this year's conference unique and unforgettable. Starting with our Deputy Secretary General Namay himself. Anyone who has ever interacted with Namay would be thoroughly impressed with his poise, surety, meticulousness, and after knowing him for a while, his sense of humor. It has been wonderful to work alongside a Manner, creative director and young leader of his caliber over the last 2 years. Our talented Charge d'Affaires, Jia Gupta and Ava Moose, and heads of logistics, Tanmay Jalan, Anya Ved, and Ziv Barreto and their team have gone the extra mile and completely reinvented our social media presence by creating beautiful videos, collages, unique committee logos, invites, and behind-the-scenes content. They have ensured CMON Online is just as exciting, dynamic, and busy as it would have been in person, and also joined in our Zoom sessions to dramatically enact crises. Over to our organizing committee, Devansh Desai, Diya Bagheria, Hriday Tejura, Sumer Hiryamat, Vedant Shah, and Vinaya Shah, whose endless time and energy has gone into every aspect of this conference, from allocations to resources to emails and lists. They have been nothing short of exceptional when it comes to their enthusiasm, efficiency, and quality of work. The talented directors, moderators, assistant directors, and logistics members of all TEL committees deserve a huge round of applause for their commitment, planning, and careful execution of committee proceedings despite the challenge of everything being conducted virtually. And now, coming to our IT team that has made it all possible. Led by Shaurya Jain, Arhant Bubna, and Arav Akali, these brilliant students built our new website from scratch, created Discord servers with a multifaceted CMON bot, and helped the Secretariat and delegates 24/7 during the conference. Last but definitely not least, I would like to thank not only the backbone of this conference, but the heart and soul of it, the passionate, intelligent, and truly inspiring delegates. It is your continued participation and enthusiasm that brings CMON to life every August. It has been a pleasure to interact with you over the past few days, and I hope you never stop being the strong, sensible, and charismatic individuals you all are. Thank you also to the faculty advisors who have been coordinating with us for the past several months and who are here today to support us. I would be here forever thanking every single person who has been a part of CMON's success every year for the past 25 years and made it the conference it is today. So instead, I will just remain eternally grateful and move on to announce the much-awaited awards. We have diplomatic commendations for which there will be no material certificate, honorable mentions, outstanding delegate awards, and the best delegate award for each committee. Beginning with our General Assemblies, we have the Convention on Ethical Regulations for Cyber Entities. I would like to invite the Director, Ambika Kale, and Moderator, Rahil Chadda.
Thank you, Ishita. It has been an immense honor to serve as the Director for the Convention on Ethical Regulations for Cyber Entities. The delegates surpassed my high expectations by presenting intricate resolutions coupled with gripping and impactful speeches. The delegates also tackled many challenging sets of crises through well-directed policies and comprehensive directives. I'm proud to say that over the course of 3 days, the delegates have not only shown constructive and enthusiastic debate, but they've also showed incredible tenacity with faced with any crises that the EEB threw at them. I want to take this moment to thank my brilliant executive board with Rahul Chadda as my moderator and Devansh Desai, Tarushi Sani, and Ahan Uke as assistant directors. I'd also like to thank my IT and logistics team, Advaita Jain, Arhan Shah, Zui Namzushi, Naira Jain, and Pritika Punjabi, without whom this committee would have not been a success. And now I will be announcing the awards for the Convention on Ethical Regulations for Cyber Entities, CMAN 2021. The diplomatic commendations go, in no particular order, to the delegate of Eritrea, Hriday Rajani, individual delegate, the delegate of Facebook, Vedant Yadav from the Sun City School, Gurgaon, and the delegate of Yemen, Ishal Anis from the Delhi Public School, Srinagar. The honorable mentions go, in no particular order, to the delegate of Australia, Adit Shah, individual delegate, and the delegate of China, Ishani Tandon, from the Modern School, Barakamba Road. The outstanding delegate goes to the delegate of Twitter, Vinayak Tandon from the La Martiniere College, Lucknow. And finally, the best delegate of the Convention on Ethical Regulations for Cyber Entities, CMAN 2021, goes to the delegate of Russia, Rhea Parikh from the Hill Spring International School. Congratulations to all delegates. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambika. Moving on to the Global Summit on the Economic Crisis 1930. We have Director Saksham Sood and Moderator Ved Prasad.
Thank you, Ishita. Over 3 days of intense debate, tactful lobbying, and comprehensive paperwork, delegates of the Global Summit on the Economic Crisis 1930 have far exceeded my expectations. We've discussed complex global issues from stock market regulation to the banking crisis, while changing history by having the US encourage free trade and the UK and the United Fruit Company strike a deal about land ownership. I would also like to acknowledge our incredible logistics team, Anushka Thadani, Sharika Kaul, Freya Amin, and Aryan Gupte, and our IT coordinators, Kavish Saningra and Arav Akali, who were instrumental in the smooth functioning of the committee throughout the conference. Of course, the committee would not have been possible without our dynamic executive board with moderator Ved Prasad and assistant directors Kush Malpani, Tusha Mankarmi, and Ananya Kedia. It has been my honor to serve as director for this committee. I'd now like to invite the moderator Ved Prasad to present the awards. I think there is some problem with Ved's internet. I'll be announcing the awards. Diplomatic commendations in no particular order go to delegation of the USSR, Mehak Chavria and Arushi Maheshwari from the JB Petit High School for Girls. Delegation of Greece, Mohana Sengupta and Akshita Podar, Modern High School for Girls. And the delegation of Italy, Aditya Sharma and Tanya Gupta, Strawberry Fields High School for High School. The honorable mentions go to delegation of Ireland, Prakhar Agarwal and Pratham Sukhija from Delhi College. And the outstanding delegation goes to the delegation of the United Kingdom, Aryan Ghosh and Digvij Sharma from St. James School, Kolkata. The best delegation award goes to the delegation of Austria, Ahan Jindal and Moksh Javeri from Dhirubhai Ambani International School. Congratulations, delegates.
Thank you, Saksham and Ved. Moving on to the Emergency Assembly of the former United Nations 2045. We have Director Shaurya Singhi and Moderator Aryan Kazmi.
Thank you, Ishita. Over 3 days of interesting debate, great lobbying, and detailed paperwork, The delegates of EAFON have been nothing short of exemplary. We have discussed various issues, and the delegates have provided some extremely creative solutions, made many gripping speeches, and showed great diplomacy in response to some of the futuristic problems this world is going to face, and ended up passing a detailed resolution that was supported by a large majority of committee. It has been my honor to serve as the director of this committee, and I would like to thank my moderator, Aryan Kazmi, talented ADs Dhruv Verma and Uday Rai, the logistics members, Johan Mehta, Arhan Thakkar, Veer Subandh, and Hayagreef Sarana, as well as our IT rep, Vedant Nirmal, without whom this committee would not have been possible. Now over to Aryan, who will read out the awards.
Thank you, Shaurya. The diplomatic commendations in no particular order go to the delegate of Singapore, Karunya Srivastava from Bombay Scottish School, the delegate of USA, Aditya Upadhyay from Dhirubhai Ambani International School, the delegate of New Zealand, Zeva Zahur from Delhi Public School, Srinagar, and the delegate of Turkey, Mansha Sharma, who is an individual delegate. The honorable mentions in no particular order go to the delegate of North Korea, Yuvraj Sarda from the Doon School, the delegate of Russia, Spandan Minwala from Campion School, and the delegate of Vietnam, Vihan Vora, who is an individual delegate. The outstanding delegate award goes to the delegate of Greece, Vivan Sharma from Hillspring International School.
Thank you. And the best delegate of the Emergency Assembly of the former United Nations 2045 is the delegate of China, Rianchi Gambhir from the Sun City School, Gurgaon. Congratulations, delegates, and thank you.
Thank you, Shaurya and Aryan. That concludes the awards for our General Assemblies. We will now move on to the regional bodies. Starting with the League of Latin American Nations, I'd like to invite the Director, Nishka Lulla, and Moderator, Heya Shah.
Thank you, Ishita. Over the course of the past 3 days, I've had the privilege and honor of being the Director of the League of Latin American Nations. I would like to begin by thanking my phenomenal executive board, comprising of Moderator Heya Shah and Assistant Directors Sumer Hiremat and Alekha Malhotra, without whom this committee wouldn't have been possible. It was due to their continuous hard work over the course of these months that led to this committee being what it was. I would also like to thank my 3 logistic members, Sanika Singhi, Iana Poonawala, and Kanika Agrawal, as well as my IT representative, Agastya Saraf. The League of Latin American Nations was faced with one of the most controversial topics, legalization of drugs across Latin America. And this topic was debated and discussed with vigor and passion. The delegates of this committee not only delved into the depths of this topic, but also dealt effectively with every single crisis update that we threw at them, from hostage situations to even drug cartel members invading our committee. The delegates sent in extremely volatile and interesting communiques, ranging from the creation of artificial viruses to assassination attempts that helped further the committee. Even though this committee did not pass the resolution, the delegates of this committee did a great job and far surpassed all of my expectations and made my last 3 months so memorable. Now I'd like to invite my moderator, Heya Shah, to announce the much-awaited awards.
Thank you, Nishka. The diplomatic commendations, in no particular order, go to the delegate of Guatemala, Saksham Yadav, an individual delegate, and the delegate of Chile, Rahil Shah, from the Sri Sri Academy. The honorable mention goes to the delegate of Netherlands, Sarah Lunawat, from Dali College. And the outstanding delegate goes to the delegate of Germany, Fatou Nadie, from Instituto Diplomat.
And the best delegate of the League of Latin American Nations is the delegate of Peru, Anshul Chaudhary from St. James School, Kolkata. Congratulations, everyone, and thank you.
Thank you, Nishka and Heya. Now moving to the special session on the Liberian Civil War 2002, I'd like to invite the Director, Rutud Shah, and Moderator, Ridya Bhatia.
Thank you, Ishita. Over the course of this conference, this committee has been extremely productive. The level of diplomacy displayed by all delegates in this committee has surprised us. Due to the disruptive nature of our agenda, delegates had to deal with multiple problems at the same time. To add fuel to the fire, the delegates were also forced to think on their feet as they had to deal with crisis updates we kept giving them. Suppressing a potential coup, resolving disputes between local gang lords, and reinstating peace in Liberia were just some of the difficult tasks this committee had to accomplish. Although the committee failed, I was very impressed by the way in which the delegates handled the crisis. In the end, Charles Taylor fled from Liberia, and the Liberians united for reconciliation and democracy took over the country. Cannibalistic leaders violating human rights were assassinated, and the infamous diamond trade in Liberia was stopped. I want to thank my amazing executive board with Ridya Bhatia as the moderator and Vinaya Shah and Ahil Shams as my assistant directors. I would also like to thank our logistics and IT team comprising Arsh Puri, Soumya Sonawala, Numa Shah, Rayana Gupta, and Vishud Shah, without whom this committee would not have been possible. I would now like to invite the moderator, Hridaya Bhatia, to start with the award.
Thank you. The diplomatic commendations are as follows. The delegate of Guinea-Bissau, Talshi Jain from La Martiniere School for Girls. The delegate of Turkey, Sanvi Mehta, who's an individual delegate. The delegate of Libya, Ribhav Khaitan from St. James School, Kolkata. The honorable mention award goes to the delegate of Azerbaijan, Aman Kapoor, who's an individual delegate. The outstanding delegate award goes to the delegate of Niger, Achintya Nawata from Don Bosco School, Park Circus.
The award for the best delegate of this committee goes to the delegate of Togo, who was represented by Arav Sher from the Hillspring International School.
Thank you, Rutuj and Hridaya. Now we have the United States Senate. I'd like to invite the director, Avni Vats, and moderator, Kavya Saraf.
Thank you, Ishita. This past weekend, I've had the privilege and honor of being the director of the United States Senate at CMON 2021. These past few days, we've passionately debated over one of the most pressing issues plaguing democracies around the world, police reform. As the United States Senate, the decisions made in our committee impact and lead the way for the rest of the free world. The senators in our committee passionately discussed and debated the causes of police brutality, systemic racism, and the role of unionization, all while dealing with the Senate being hacked, their colleagues and vice president being murdered before them, and former President Trump returning as senator. This committee has been one of the most exciting, exhilarating, and intrinsically unique regionals that I've been a part of, and that is all thanks to you, the delegates. All of you have dealt with this delicate, deep-rooted, and incredibly nuanced issue with diplomacy, poise, and empathy. You have risen to the occasion and reacted to the myriad of crises presented before you with excitement and creativity. Of course, this would not have been possible without our brilliant, innovative, and adaptable executive board members, our moderator Kavya Saraf, assistant directors Jaden Thadani and Tara Chawla, as well as our logistics members Shauna Malhotra and Aditi Saraya, and our IT representative Meera Bhimani. So thank you all for making my last CMON the most rewarding and enjoyable month. And now over to our moderator Kavya Saraf to announce the awards.
Thank you, Avni. The diplomatic commendations, in no particular order, go to Senator Mike Lee, Radhika Mitra from the Modern High School for Girls, Senator Bill Cassidy, Adrish Basu from the Leelavati Bai Podar High School, Senator Tim Kaine, Ashraj Singh Sidhu from the Strawberry Fields High School, and lastly, Senator Mitch McConnell, Ria Bassein from the Modern School, Barakhamba Road. The honorable mentions, in no particular order, go to Senator Tim Scott, Pratham Madhugaria from the St. James School, Kolkata, Senator Tom Cotton, Shreya Mishra from the Sanskriti School, Senator Joe Manchin, Shaurya Saraf from Campion School. The outstanding delegates go to Senator John Cornyn, Anaya Seth from the Hillspring International School, and the late Senator Angus King, now former President Donald Trump, Vivin Anand from Inventure Academy. Congratulations, delegates.
Thank you, Kavya. And finally, the best delegate of the United States Senate is the late Senator Elizabeth Warren, now Senator Bernie Sanders. Prisha Gupta from Sun City School, Gurgaon. Thank you all.
Thank you, Avni and Kavya. That concludes the awards for our regional bodies. We will now move on to the specialized agencies, starting with Sengoku Jidai, the Confederation of Clans. I would like to invite the director, Saisha Saxena, and moderator, Anushka Taparia.
Thank you, Ishita. These past 3 days have been some of the most intense, action-packed, interesting, and chaotic days I've had in a while. Every single delegate in this committee has played up to and in fact surpassed our expectations for this committee, handling the multitude of crises we threw at them with such ease and unconventional solutions that we were absolutely floored. Sengoku Jidai, the Confederation of Clans, saw 3 days of fiery debate, fast-paced crises, an overwhelming number of communiques, and a lot of enthusiasm. We started with a fractured island, war-torn and facing the brunt of almost a century of constant turmoil. We had interclan conflicts, we were embroiled in civil strife and ended with a war for Japan. Fortunately, delegates, after much deliberation and a lot of clarifications, finally managed to reach a peace agreement and achieved a united Japan with a new emperor and shogun. I would like to thank each and every delegate for making this committee so interesting and fun for us and making my last Seaman the best Seaman yet. I would also like to thank my incredibly talented and competent executive board, comprising Anushka Taparia, Vedant Shah, and Naisha Deora, and of course our logistics members, Ananya Pupala, Rhea Shah, and Arya Almeida, and finally our IT head, Arav Avasthi, without whom this committee would not have been such a resounding success. I would now like to invite my moderator, Anushka Taparia, to announce the much anticipated awards.
Thank you, Saisha. The diplomatic commendations in no particular order go to Akechi Mitsuhide, Purvi Rao from GB Pettit High School for Girls, and Ashikaga Yoshiaki, Lakshya Jaju from the St. James Schools, Kolkata. The honorable mention goes to the representative of China, Divesh Somani from the Sri Sri Academy. And lastly, the outstanding delegate goes to Emperor Ogi Machi Sarthak Singh from Le Martiniers College, Lucknow. Congratulations, delegates.
And the best delegate for Sengoku Jidai, the Confederation of Clans, is the posthumous delegate of Oda Nobunaga, Na Sasanari-masa, Puranjay Chawla from the Sanskriti School. Congratulations, delegates.
Thank you, Saisha and Anushka. We now have the conclave on the Great Italian Wars. I would like to invite the Director and our Deputy Secretary General, Namay Modi, and the moderator, Shaurya Jain.
Thank you, Ishita. The conquest of Italian city-states, election of a Holy Roman Emperor, Leonardo da Vinci's death, the consequent theft of his weapon designs, a European spy network, war cabinets, battle plans, a plague, the kidnapping of the King of France, a subsequent negotiation, the discovery of the Holy Grail, a wedding procession with several confessions of love that reduced their suitors to tears, Charles V sending his mother into exile, alliances being reworked every few minutes, and of course, the Pope's wife. To say this committee was unconventional would be an understatement. The delegates, each with their own unique style, flair, and ideas, continuously awed me with their impeccable paperwork, captivating speeches, and terrible jokes. I owe them the verdict of a war they fought in the end just because the paperwork itself was so impeccable, I couldn't make the update any less than this. In the fierce battle fought between the combined Holy Roman, Papal, and English forces against those led by Ferdinand I, the latter emerged victorious due to their unopposed air superiority after constructing Leonardo da Vinci's flight plans by the Ottoman Empire. The Arm Christi could not be used against the side which Andy Alencon supported, and hence served no purpose to the Holy Roman Emperor Charles V. With that, delegates, it has been an honor to be the director of the conclave on the Great Italian Wars 1519. However, none of this would have been possible without my extremely talented and hardworking executive board. Shaurya Jain gracefully managed his responsibilities as head of IT alongside his duties as moderator this weekend, while my assistant directors Hriday Tajura and Tarani Ruya worked tirelessly to make each crisis better than the last, and I owe the success of this committee to their unmatched passion, creativity, and humor. My logistics members, Dhruv Kothari, Aman Farooqi, and Maya Daga brought their efficiency and ensured the committee ran smoothly over the course of this weekend. With that said, I would now like to invite Shaurya Jain to announce the awards.
Thank you, Namay. The diplomatic commendations in no particular order go to Henry VIII, Keshavaditya Sharma from Sanskriti School, Martin Luther, Arav Dhut from Nirja Modi School A, Pope Leo X, Ushnish Bhattacharya from St. James School, Kolkata. The honorable mention goes to Joanna I, Amaya Gupta from Martinier College, Lucknow, and the outstanding delegate goes to Charles I, Kanika Patricia from JB Pettit High School for Girls.
And the best delegate at the conclave on the Great Italian Wars 1519 was Andy Alencon, Sachad Jha from the Bombay Scottish School in Mahim. Thank you, delegates.
Thank you, Namay and Shaurya. We will now move on to the Historic Security Council. I would like to invite the Director, Vedika Bajpai, and Moderator, Yuvraj Menda.
Thank you, Ishita. Being honored to be the Director of the Historic Security Council, a Seaman constant, it has been this very committee that has shaped me as a Mana over the years and has made my last conference my most memorable. For this, I have the delegates to thank. In all my experience, with what I saw over 3 days of exhaustive research, aggressive debating, and chilling crises, this is by far the most dynamic yet constructive committee I have ever been fortunate enough to witness. I am proud to remember this conference as my last. We began with a radical group that most of committee tried to combat, all while decrypting ciphers, capturing moles, and some even secretly backing the hubs. By night crisis, co-delegates were separated, held hostage, and made to fear and fight for their lives, only to leave the United States stripped of their veto power and end with a Haq Bala Hab state run successfully negotiating with the other nations on the council. With the coordination all of this required, none of it would have been possible without my brilliant executive board, consisting of my moderator, Yuvraj Menda, and assistant directors, Diya Bagaria and Adarsh Agarwal, without whom this committee would not have been the success it was. I would also like to thank our flawless logistics team, Shamali Jain, Ananya Karel, and Tanisha Lad, and IT head Tanya Gracious for their tireless hard work to ensure everything ran smoothly. This committee will have 2 diplomatic commendations, 1 outstanding delegation, and 1 best delegation award. I now invite everybody's favorite moderator, Yuvraj, to announce the same.
The diplomatic commendations in no particular order go to the delegation of Japan, represented by Arshia Bagchi and Orshia Sarkar from La Martiniere School for Girls, and the delegation of Soviet Union, represented by Kshitij Seth and Rishita Shah from Dhirubhai Ambani International School. There are no honorable mentions for this committee. However, the Outstanding Delegate Award goes to Aditya Malhotra and Tanay Jain, representing the United States of America from the St. James School.
And the best delegation for the Historic Security Council is the delegation of the Philippines, now the Haq Bala Hab representatives, Dev Shukla and Ali Malik from the Modern School Barakhamba Road. Congratulations, delegates. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vedika and Yuvraj. Last but not least, we have the International Press Corps. I would like to invite the director, Ria Bhasin, and moderator, Janina Shivdasani.
Thank you, Ishita. It has been an honor to serve as the director of the International Press Corps. Over the past 3 days here at CIMAN, and particularly in the International Press Corps, we've seen an unparalleled level of debate, discourse, and diplomatic writing. The judiciousness and poise that delegates displayed this year made the session of the International Press Corps most memorable and significant. Delegates combated intense successive crises on a new strain of the coronavirus, Islamophobia, and the Afghan refugee crisis. They wrote compelling pieces and indulged in fiery debates, which amalgamated in committee being an outstanding success. Apart from the delegates, a large part of the success of this committee can be attributed to our fantastic executive board comprising assistant directors Sanchi Shorwala and Elena Gandhi, as well as moderator Janina Shivdasani, and our logistics members Shanesh Sheth, Shaurya Prakash, and Vidhi Junjunwala. I would now like to invite our moderator, Janina Shivdasani, to announce the awards for committee.
Thank you, Ria. The diplomatic commendation goes to Soham Niyogi, representing Dawn from DPS Megacity, Kolkata. The honorable mention goes to Ria Bowman, representing The Guardian from Hillspring International School. And the Outstanding Delegate Award goes to Ashi Bagaria, representing Daily News Egypt from the Hillspring International School.
And the Best Delegate Award goes to Gauri Mehta, representing the Jerusalem Post from Sanskriti School, Delhi. Congratulations, delegates, and thank you.
Thank you and congratulations to all the delegates who won awards, and to those who didn't, for their amazing effort in the weeks leading up to the conference and over the past 3 days. That is something each one of you should be extremely proud of. With the power vested in me as the Secretary General, I now declare the 25th session of the Cathedral Model United Nations closed.